All right, everybody, it's John Namers alongside Seth Greenberg here at SEC Media Days, the tip-off for the SEC. And Seth, it's good to see you again. How excited are you for this SEC season?
Look, this league is absolutely incredible. This is the best league in college basketball. There could be 10 teams that can go to the NCAA tournament. You've been busy. You're taking all these videotapes, warm-ups. They're going from here to there. I mean, you're everywhere. You're full court press in America.
Yeah, try to be, at least try to be, man. So it's crazy to think that John Calipari is Arkansas. I don't think it's ever hit me still to this point. How crazy is it to see Cal in red instead of blue nowadays?
It's a surprise, but it's not crazy. I mean, people forget now. John started at UMass. He went from UMass, obviously, to, incredible career at a lot of different places. Life is a journey, not a destination. And, to me, he did an incredible job. 15 years at Kentucky, Final Four national championship, did some really incredible things. But he always likes a challenge. He always likes a unique opportunity. I think maybe an opportunity to get unplugged and plugged back in and re-energized was something. Plus, he really does like the process of building a program and building a team. Now, look, Arkansas has a very good program, but I think the opportunity with the fan base and the support and the commitment, he sees that he can do it again at the very highest level, competing for national championships in a new environment. So I'm really excited. As a friend of his for the last 40-so years, I'm excited about it because he looks and sounds like John Calipari again.
Well, you think about when he was first introduced at Arkansas, his whole joke was, I met the team, there was no team. And now he's assembled a team. Just what do you think of the roster of talent that he has on the Razorbacks?
I like their roster. They got to get healthy. I mean, they got a bunch of guys that are banged up. Who knows how many guys are going to play in the exhibition game against Kansas? Just think about this. They're playing an exhibition game in Arkansas, against Kansas, sold-out arena. I mean, who would have thought that?
Yeah.
All right. So, I mean, that's the Calipari effect right there. I mean, you think about the schedule they put together. Like I looked at it, I said, John, are you sure you want to play this schedule? But, I mean, that's who he is. I mean, they're going to play good teams. They're going to play in games, but they're also going to have events, big games that are on the national calendar that impact the national landscape of college basketball. So I'm excited about that for him. But, yeah, look at the roster. I mean, I think that what he's done is he's said, you know what? College basketball has changed, and so I've got to be forward-thinking. They're older. Getting Nelly was really, really important. I mean, Nelly is a bucket getter, but also getting the other guys that, came along with him, having a Duke Thiero, guys that, having Big Z, guys that understand the essence of what John Calipari wants and the expectation and the standard so that someone can coach their locker room. And then to get the guys that committed to Kentucky to move over to Arkansas. And look, players commit to, you think it's the school, but they commit to who they're going to play for. And that's exactly what has happened. So I like the roster, and I was surprised a little bit about Brazil. But speaking with John, he said that, the kid really wanted to be back. He wanted another shot. He wanted a fresh start. And so far, as long as he stays healthy, he's playing downhill more. He's not settling. He's a freak athlete. He's got great length. He fits the way John wants to play. I think that's been really important. So retaining his recruiting class, Boogie Fland is a bucket. He's a bucket, and he's learning how to make other people better. So I think the roster is good, but everyone in this league's roster is good. So they got to get healthy. That's the most important thing. This time of the year, everyone's banged up a little bit. Being that they only have really 9 guys that can really impact winning, they've got to get healthy. But John's teams always improve, and I do know that he's excited about this group.
Well, you mentioned this will be the last one I asked you about Arkansas and the SEC because it is a tough conference. I mean, it's incredible how much it's grown. But given the circumstances of Cal, the roster you assembled, schedule, all of that, just what's a reasonable expectation for Hog fans? Because they're all thinking, hey, this could be a Final Four national championship team. Or to that level, or you need to see a lot more from them?
I've got to see their team more. I mean, I was in Fayetteville for his camp the other day, and had a chance to visit with some of the guys. But I mean, every team in this league, there are 10 teams in this league that can advance in the NCAA tournament. That's how good the league is. You got to stay healthy. You can't get better unless you're in shape, and you can't get better as a team unless you have all your pieces together. So roles are clearly defined, and style is clearly defined, and identity is really clearly defined. So they're going to be a good basketball team. I'm not sure they'll be as good as they're going to be in January in the next few weeks, but I do know that John is excited about this group. He's excited about being at Arkansas. He's excited about the support he's getting from the community. And as you know, he's like almost like a politician when it comes to building a sense of community. I mean, he does a great job of touching people, and he will have everyone involved feeling like they're part, and this is their program. And basketball is important at Arkansas.
Yes, it is.
And Coach Richardson being at practice is important in Arkansas. And I think John understands all those things, and I'm excited for him.
I said last one, but you brought up Nolan Richardson. Just how awesome is that for just like a ball knower, a basketball guy, seeing Cal, Nolan Richardson, iconic, legendary Hall of Fame coaches coming together like that.
Look, Coach Richardson, people don't know this. I came to Fayetteville a bunch of times. The coach used to have his golf tournament.
Oh, yeah.
And Coach was, he's another guy who's a connector, reaches out, believes in servant leadership, cares about the community, cares about others. And those were some of the best weekends of my young coaching career back then. But John has so much respect for Coach, but he also has respect for he's a basketball guy. He has respect for the history of college basketball, and he has an understanding of what Coach Richardson was able to accomplish and what those teams meant, what his accomplishment meant. And I am sure, knowing John, like he leaned on Joe B. Hall at Kentucky, he will lean on Coach while he's the coach at Arkansas.
Should be really exciting, Seth. Really appreciate it, man. It's going to be a fun basketball season, fun day at SEC Media Days, but we appreciate you joining us.
My pleasure.